Today we're going to make farm-style stuffed peppers or zucchini. Does that sound good?
Sounds awesome. Let's
find out how to do it. Welcome y'all to Heritage Ways. I'm Miss Katie.
I'm Little Miss Homemaker.
And we are going to make farm-style, basic, easy, delicious, versatile, stuffed bell peppers or zucchini. This recipe is for those of you who live on farms, homesteads, or we shop at farmers markets and we like to eat as close to the land as possible without eating processed foods and that kind of thing. This recipe is versatile. I'm actually going to write a recipe for you. I will give it to you at the end of the video. I'm probably going to put this in my second cookbook as well, which I'm writing. The first cookbook can be purchased and you'll find that information down below in the description box. Well, today, like I said, I'm going to write a recipe for you, but I'm really not going to go by that recipe today. I'm using some substitutions today because, after all, living frugally is using what you have. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure you understand you can use bell peppers. Look at these nice farmers market bell peppers. Red peppers would be good, any color peppers, yellow, orange, red, or you can use zucchini. Now, let me cut this in half and prep it while I'm telling you. When I was young, living in the country, I mean, it just, it grows and you just can't kill it down here in the South. And people get so tired of zucchini that the joke was, except it wasn't a joke. I guess that's part of why it's a joke. But the joke is, down in country churches, country communities, you'd lock your doors to your car on Sunday morning lest you find a big box of zucchini in it when you came out of church because somebody snuck one in there to try to get rid of all their zucchini. Zucchini is very versatile, but I'm just showing you right now that you can use this recipe to stuff zucchini. So I have just hauled out, I left the end on it just to make it kind of, I don't know, decorative. And I have just hauled out the inside a little bit, so we'll put that in our pan. And you can save the insides that we hauled out for something. I mean, you can even chop it and put it in this mixture.
Salad. You
can put it in salad. I'm not going to throw that away. If you have chickens, give it to the chickens. Actually, what I'm going to do is I actually am going to just chop it up. Because this isn't, there aren't big seeds in it. I would probably give it to the chickens if there were big seeds in it. Alright, so I'm just going to add this. I'm just going to add this to my meat mixture. And I'll tell you in a minute what kind of, we'll talk about meat. But before we do that, let's finish up prepping the peppers. Now these are nice big bell peppers. I'm going to try to cut it directly in half. And you do have to take the seeds out, so you may have to just, I think I will take the stem off after all. But Mama made these a lot, little Missy. She, your grandma, my mother, she made these a lot when I was growing up.
I have her necklace on.
Alright, we're just going to discard the seeds. And you might want to save the seeds if it's an heirloom plant. Alright, so I'm going to just put these side by side in our pan. We're going to prep the other peppers. Okay, we have prepped our zucchini and our peppers. Now, if you wanted to, you could just cut the tops off. You could set these in muffin tins and stuff them from the top. But I just do it this way because that's how my mama did. And a lot of times we do things just because that's how we grew up doing them.
Okay. That would be kind of neat, but muffin.
You could. That would keep them from falling over. Alright, the next thing is I have our meat mixture. I'm going to use 2 pounds of meat, and one is a ground turkey that I happen to have that needed to be used up, and another is an andouille sausage that I got from a local farmer. These are things that probably you have as farmers and homesteaders, or you can get very easily, or you're familiar with. Smell that. That's andouille. That's got spices.
I love that smell.
Yes. That's got spices in it. Oh, that's going to be so good. That's why I told you this recipe is going to be very versatile. You can use whatever meats you have. It's going to be so good. The next ingredient is a cup of rice. Now, I know this does not look like rice. This for us today is a cup of leftover lentils and rice that we cooked the other night.
Use leftovers.
So, use leftovers. But, and if you wanted to use leftover beans and rice of whatever kind, you know, actually by accident, I didn't intend it, but this is going to have more of a Cajun feel to it with andouille sausage and the lentils and rice, or if you wanted to use beans and rice. So a cup of rice. You need a half a cup of finely minced onion, but actually we have onion in my lentils and rice, so I'm going to skip on that, but that'll be in your recipe at the end. You need a teaspoon of black pepper. I'm probably going to skip on that because the andouille's got some pepper in it, so I'm going to do a little bit less than that, but your recipe would be a teaspoon, and I know what a teaspoon is by measuring in the palm of my hand. I'm going to do half a teaspoon of salt. Again, you might want to do less than that. That's up to you. 2 eggs to bind it all together. Hold it all together. And of course, eggs are something that you would find on a homestead or a farm. And these are from our dear friends at Benderman Farms down in southern Middle Tennessee. I just put it in there, but if you want to break it up separately and whisk it first, that is fine. Let me wash my hands. Alright, I am going to use my gloves. You've seen me use these many times before because a lot of times when we do live in a tiny home and we travel around the nation serving and encouraging folks the best way we can. And we camp as we go, and we don't have water sometimes. So it's just easy cleanup for me to use these food safe gloves. But what I'm going to do is, what I'm doing here is just mixing all this up by hand. Oh, it's just going to be so delicious with that spicy sausage that's grown locally by a farmer I trust. All right, now I'm going to let you take some of this because my hands are dirty. Can you come over here on this side? And can you hold that up? Don't spill it. But can you show them what we've got there? Hold on to it because the lid's off. Okay, that's good. Okay, I'll tell them about it, but while I'm telling them, can you pour a little bit in here? Just a dab. Hold it over. Okay, that's enough. Just enough to wet it and give it tomato flavor. All right, that is our shoe fly. Don't bother me. That is our pureed tomatoes, peppers, and onions. And it says no salt or seasonings, Whippoorwill Fields Farm 2017. That was the name of our farm that we just sold last summer so that we could travel around and do what we're doing. Until we get a next farm, I won't be able to can as much as I did then, and I miss it. But we still have canned goods that we made in previous years. I love the pureed tomatoes and peppers and onions combination. I just put it in my Vitamix and canned it. It's great. Can use it for so many things. Put another dab or dash in here. Not just about as much as you put a while ago. A little more. Okay, that's good. Now we're also going to pour that over our peppers and zucchini. Do you want to help? Now you want to come on the other side and just grab some with your hands. Or you can use that spoon and let's stuff the food, the vegetables. Now, I'm going to show you what to do because you've never done this before.
No, I haven't.
By the way, my lentils and rice have peppers and seasonings and onions.
I love zucchini.
It's so versatile. You can use it for so many things. Now, see what I did? And then I'm just going to take this and I'm going to try to get it in the crevices, see? Because I don't want to just plop it on top and then...
And then when you eat it, you won't have some right there, and you'll have some other places.
You won't have pockets. Yeah. All right. Do you want to do that pan over there?
Yes, ma'am. I'm just gonna use my hands.
Yeah, use your hands. They're clean. We know to wash our hands before we cook, don't we?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we have our stuffed peppers and zucchini. Kind of prop them up so they don't fall over. And I'm going to pour my homemade, it's a little thinner than a tomato sauce, but I'm going to write tomato sauce on the recipe at the end for you. I'm going to use Mr. Patient's home carved spoon. Now remember, my sauce here has peppers and onions, so it's going to have another flavor, another level of flavor. Yours, if you just use canned sauce from the store, won't be the same. So just know that. Honestly, it is super easy. If you have a high-powered mix blender like I have, this is just, and you could buy canned tomatoes at the store and a pepper and an onion, and that's what this is. Except it cooked, obviously, when it canned. You know, it's not raw. And I'm just pouring this over the top, and then I'm going to cover it with foil. I'm going to put it in the oven at 350 for 45 to 55 minutes.
This is going to be so
Cover
yummy.
it with a little cheese, but I'll probably add more cheese later, too. It will be yummy. Alright, we're going to show you what it looks like after we pull it out of our oven. Yum, yum. Thanks for helping.
Welcome.
Alright, our 45 minutes is up for this. I'm going to take it out. I'm going to uncover it. I'm going to put mozzarella cheese on top. I would probably prefer cheddar or something else, but mozzarella is what I have. Let's take a look. There's a lot of liquid, but the liquid allowed the peppers to steam and to cook. I'm going to top it with the cheese. I'm going to put it back in the oven for really 8 to 15 minutes. It depends on your oven. Depends on how brown you want the cheese. I'll put it in there uncovered. You can leave the cheese off if you want. Mr. Patient says you never can have too much cheese. And again, we're following the theme of things you can find on the farm, the homestead, and you can make your own mozzarella cheese. Or you can put whatever cheese on top that you have made. That smells amazing. Let's take a look. All right, I'm going to serve one up to Mr. Patient, and let's see what he thinks about our stuffed peppers. Let's give him one with extra cheese. All right, we also have stuffed zucchini. We'll put one of those on his plate as well. This turned out really good. I'm so excited about that option for y'all. Let's see what Mr. Patient thinks.
You want to try what we made today?
Absolutely.
Okay.
What do we have?
Okay, so this is a stuffed bell pepper.
Okay.
And that's a stuffed zucchini.
Mmm.
Stuffed bell pepper and zucchini, we put, well, meat, and leftover lentils and rice that we had the other night.
Mm-hmm.
The meat is andouille sausage.
Okay.
And cheese. We put cheese. You got the one with extra cheese.
Can never have enough cheese.
Thanks for watching, and this is very versatile, and Mom will put the recipe down at the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye. That's pretty good, sis.
Okay, actually that's not really your supper. We just wanted you to eat it for the video. I'll heat it up for your supper later.
You like being funny, right?
No, I was serious.
He likes it.